Have you ever stood before a door in your life, work, money, or love, and felt it sit there heavy, refusing to open? If yes, give me 10 seconds. Breathe in. Place your hand over your heart and whisper with me. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away, and I enter my promised land under grace. You've just planted a new seed in your own field, right words laid in the rich soil of faith. Hold this picture, an invisible wall of delay, surrounding you, built from fear, doubt, resentment, and those quiet self-starving lines we repeat. Every complaint adds a brick. Every right decree cracks the surface. The power of the word isn't noisy, but it's creative. It's the small secret key most people misplace in the loud age of productivity. On the spiritual plane, the word is law in your life. Say, I'm always late to the good things, and you've signed an unconscious order for delay. Say, the right door opens under grace, and you've issued a new decree. Under grace means you don't force life through fear. You open it through holy order. Right people, right time, right way. And when the inner world shifts, the outer starts to move. An email replies. An interview appears a coincidence, looks suspiciously arranged. That isn't far off magic. It's the natural effect of words aligned with faith. So imagine, your next week each morning begins with quiet breath and one code phrase to unlock the day. At noon, instead of complaining, you change the channel with a sentence of order. At night, you loosen your grip and hand it back to divine wisdom. Then you act cleanly and on time, make the call, submit the form, refine the resume. No more shoulder barging every door. You stand in the right place, speak the right password, and the door swings by the law of grace. Inside, you feel lifted mind, clear heartbeat, easy, and a current of opportunity starts finding you. In this video, I'll give you a clear template. One core affirmation to break delay, plus how to use it, so your words carry weight, breath, cadence, timing. Then 5 fast hinges that dissolve the wall quicker, removing the hidden fear brick, replacing scarcity speech, tuning to intuition, so you act on time, unlocking under grace, so good arrives the right way, and tracking answered signs so faith compounds. We'll finish with a gentle 7-day ritual, simple, steady, and effective, to anchor this new frequency in daily life. If your heart is nodding, stay. When we change the word, we change the law, and when the law shifts, the wall falls. Right now, we move to the next part, the anatomy of the delay wall, what it's made of, and how one affirmation can touch its foundation so it collapses quietly. Take a deep breath, and let's open the door. Let's start with a gentle but non-negotiable truth. The wall slowing you down isn't out there. It's built and reinforced inside out of fear, doubt, resentment, and the unconscious lines you repeat all day. A delayed reply, a rescheduled meeting, an opportunity arriving one beat late triggers the same hidden script. Maybe I'm not good enough. They probably won't pick me. I'm always late to the big things. Those whispers seem harmless, but in spiritual law, words are commands. Each sentence is a quiet decree, and life simply obeys. Shine a light on the bricks in the wall. Fear disguised as perfectionism. Many of us don't delay because we're lazy. We delay because we want it perfect before we dare to move. Perfection is a fancy coat for the fear of rejection. You polish the resume a 7th time, pass a comma, like your future depends on it, and underneath is the dread of that. We're sorry email. The nervous system blares. Not safe, don't send, and brick by brick the wall thickens. Resentment rusting the hinges. Sometimes you're at the right door, but it can't swing because old grudges clog the hinge. That boss was unfair. That partner took the credit. Forgiveness isn't approving what was wrong. It's removing rust so the present door can move under grace. Scarcity speech, creating a climate of lack. All day do you say, not enough time, /money, opportunity, or I have what I need in right ways, right on time. Your words set the weather of your inner world. If the climate is scarcity, opportunity sprouts slow and weak. Time to change the climate with ordered declarations. I'm guided on schedule. I arrive where I need to be at the right time. The door that's mine opens and I step through in peace. Doubt drumming restless rhythms. Doubt isn't evil, it asks us to verify. But when doubt becomes the default, everything good looks suspicious, you unconsciously sign a delay order. Intuition suggests a small step call here, email there. Doubt snaps back a pointless. You stop and the wall stays put. A 5-10-minute wall scan today. Write 3 lines you repeat about time, money, and opportunity. Circle the heaviest one. Give the brick a name, perfection or fear. Just naming it reduces its power. Then write a replacement in sacred order. I'm guided to act at the right time under grace. Time is my steady companion. Supply comes through many doors, not just one. Read aloud with your body shoulders, soft, chest, open, inhale, nose, slow, exhale. Log, a belief score, 0-10 after each round, no forcing, just honest numbers. Tomorrow measure again. Belief grows like a muscle. A 3-minute unanchoring of resentment right now. Hand on heart, name the person or situation. Whisper, I forgive to be free. I give this to divine wisdom to handle rightly. I choose peace. Then immediately change the channel with one tiny aligned action. Save a role you love, book a 10-minute call or reopen the draft you've avoided. Forgiveness unlocks. Action opens. Watch your language filters. Catch trigger phrases tomorrow, not ready, too hard, no way, and swap them for law true lines. I take one small step now. Clarity arrives as I move. The right doors open under grace. This isn't toxic positivity. It's accurate law spoken calmly, evenly, like a passcode. Under grace isn't passive. It's partnership. You speak right. You listen to guidance and you act cleanly. Release the clutching and your actions become clear. Not to please, not to prove, just the next instructed step. Speed comes from non-resistance, not strain. A 24-hour microsurgery on delay. Pick one thing you've postponed. Slice it into a 10-minute step. Set a timer and speak once the master line. Shinn taught the walls of lack and delay now crumble away, and I enter my promised land under grace. Work for exactly 10 minutes without judging, stop on time, smile and note how you feel. Then send one signal to the world, a short email, a message, a submitted form, the knock that sets the opening mechanism in motion. If you want company while you practice, post in the comments, one brick you identified, rejection fear, old resentment, scarcity, words, one replacement line and one 10-minute step you'll take today. Add our tags so we can find each other and cheer you on. As you train, you'll feel a subtle turn, heartbeat settling thoughts, clearing action, lag shrinking. Don't hunt for a thunderclap. Listen for small bricks dropping a sent email, a finished call, a quiet forgiveness. One brick less each day, and like any tired wall, it gives way to the gravity of grace. Right now, you've seen the wall's ingredients and how to loosen each brick. Next, we'll move straight into the heart of transformation, the law of the spoken word. Why one clean affirmation can work like a passcode in reality, and how to breathe pace and time your line so the wall doesn't just crack, it falls. We'll fine-tune the walls of lack and delay to fit the exact door you're standing before. You've started pulling out the bricks of delay. Now let's face the engine behind every real change, the law of the word. In the inner life, a word isn't just sound, it's a decree. Whatever you keep saying, even under your breath, becomes an instruction your mind tries to carry out. Think of your brain as a loyal gatekeeper. It doesn't argue right or wrong. It just asks, what does the boss want to see? The phrases you repeat are the passwords it uses to filter reality. If your password is not enough time, not enough money, not enough breaks, your gatekeeper serves up more proof of lack. Change the password to on time, enough doors, under grace and possibilities. You used to call lucky coincidences, begin to step forward, reply, emails, warm introductions. A door quietly opening. The law works silent and precise. On the subtle spiritual level, Your words carry intention like wind in a sail. Catch the right current and you move without strain. That's why the phrase under grace matters. It's a reminder I'm not forcing life to match my private timetable. I'm placing myself under a sacred order. Right people, right time, right way. When you speak from that intention, the body de-escalates, shoulders soften, breath deepens, the heart grows steady, and the next action becomes clear, simple, and fitting. To make word is law actually work in a busy American day, stacked calendars, inbox pings. Back-to-back meetings use the 4T formula: body, timing, tone, divine order. 1. Body. Words have weight when they're spoken from a connected body. Stand tall. Feel your heels on the ground. Open your shoulders, soften your jaw. Inhale through the nose for 4, hold 2, exhale through the mouth for 6. Speak your line on the exhale. It carries a calm signal. Calm is the frequency doors like to open to. 2. Timing. 3 golden windows are right after waking before your phone. B threshold moments, before an important email interview or pressing send. C before sleep, so the subconscious can incubate the password overnight. 30 to 60 seconds is enough. 3 tone. Don't shout or beg. Declare with a warm, steady cadence. Let your voice fall into the chest. Avoid question marks at the end. Upspeak. You're not asking, you're establishing. Fado. Divine order. Frame your line inside. I choose, I am ready under grace. Example. I choose the door designed for me. I am ready to walk through under grace. Keep the frame wide enough for wisdom to arrange the how. 2-minute experiment. Think of one area that feels slow, a hiring reply, cash flow, or a needed conversation. Write 2 scripts. Old script. What you tend to mutter. This will take forever. New script. T. I'm answered on time, and I see my next step under grace. Read the new line 3 times on the exhale. Feel your body soften. Then take 1 tiny matching step, send a thank you update, the resume book the slot. Words lay the road. Action rolls the wheels. What if I speak correctly and nothing shows up? Remember the 3 layers of speed. Mind shifts. Fastest behavior adjusts. Next circumstances realign last. The gap isn't failure, it's the law assembling materials. Your job is to keep the frequency steady. Keep speaking right. Keep taking small steps. Keep releasing resentment, and don't pound on doors out of fear. When the inside is firm, the outside turns like a hinge, stiff at first, then smooth. And build your personal word bank straight swaps that stop delay. Not ready yet. I learn as I go. No way in. The right door is open. I recognize it. It's too late. I'm on time for my destiny. I don't know where to start. The first step clarifies as I breathe and listen. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm guided to where I belong under grace. Post them on your screen fridge steering wheel or set them as phone reminders. Let language become your climate so opportunity can breathe. A quick viewer story: she delayed 3 months on an application. They probably want someone better. After 7 days of 4T, she sent it on a very calm morning. No thunderbolt miracle, but 3 things arrived that week. A friend's referral, an interview slot, and an email, we'd like to know more. The real win wasn't the instant result. It was the sense of being carried. She walked without fighting herself. That's the moment the wall starts to soften. Join the community practice in the comments. Share 1 old line you're replacing and 1 new line, 4T, plus when you'll read it morning pre-email, pre-sleep. Tag, #divine order, but open door, so we can find each other, then leave 1 blessing or tip on someone else's post. Community is the mirror that keeps your new frequency in rhythm. And now that you know why word is law and how to tune your words, we'll step into the heart of this journey. 1 affirmation, a single command code that crumbles the delay wall quietly. In part 3, I'll give you the exact line, how to voice it when to breathe, how often to repeat it, and a 7-day ritual to not just crack the wall, but swing the door open and keep it open under grace. If you're ready, take a deep breath. We're about to set a new password for your destiny. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away, and I enter my promised land under grace. Place your hand over your heart and read it slowly, like setting a gentle decree upon your life. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away, and I enter my promised land under grace. This line works like a compact command string. It has 3 keys. 1, it names the barrier walls of lack and delay. 2, it declares the outcome crumble away. I enter, and 3, it places the process under higher order, under grace, so good can arrive to the right person, right time, right way. Think of part 1 as seeing every brick, part 2 as learning the law of the word, and this moment as turning the master key. The anatomy of the line, so your heart can believe it. The walls of lack and delay, you're naming what was formless. Naming halves fears power. Now crumble away. Now pulls energy out of past or future into the present where law works. Crumble is a quiet verb. It doesn't need fireworks, only certainty. I enter my promised land. Not I wish, but I step in. Your body will prepare the next step. Under grace, the spiritual shock absorber, it prevents forcing manipulation and opens the best arrangement, even routes you haven't imagined. How to speak so the word has weight, rhythm, emphasis, pause, rhythm. Inhale, 4, hold, 2, exhale. 6, speak the line on the exhale as if you're placing it down. Emphasis, warm stress on walls now. Promised land not harsh, more like a calm oath. Pause, a 1-2 beat pause after away and after under grace silences where the subconscious records the command. A 7-day frame. The 3-3-1 ritual. Morning 3x before your phone, sit up, hand to heart, read it 3 times. Imagine a sand wall melting like wet shoreline, soft gold and sea green tones. Midday, pass, right before a key action, email, meeting, purchase, breathe and read. Picture a latch clicking and a door gliding open. Night 1x. Whisper under grace, like setting an anchor for the night. Let the subconscious arrange things while you sleep. If belief is thin that day, read it like law, not hope. Every bridge starts with 1 plank. Scene selector, aim the line without losing its heart. Keep the core line but add a short lead-in to light the stage. Money. I align with divine provision. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away, and I enter my promised land under grace. Work. I stand ready for my right work. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away. Relationships, I open to right companionship. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away. Health. I consent to perfect adjustment. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away. The lead-in is a spotlight. The core line is the command that opens the door. Anchors, so the mind doesn't run off. Body anchor, feet, root to the ground. On promised land, subtly shift weight forward like 1 small step. Object. Anchor, keep a small key on your desk or in your wallet. Each touch whisper under grace. Sound anchor. Pick a daily sound notification kettle. Each time you hear it, murmur now. When doubt pushes back, good sign. Old scripts surfacing means they're ready to be cleared. Use the 3B rule. Be calm, welcome doubt. Thanks for trying to protect me. Be true. I speak by law, not by fear. Bequeath hand over my part is right speech, plus a small step. The rest I hand over under grace. If emotions spike, add a micro forgiveness. I forgive myself for believing in delay. I open to right order. Turn word into way. Mandatory, 3 10-minute step. Right after you read, especially at midday, take 1 micro action. Send a thank you update. A profile, make the short call, submit the form. Clear 1 drawer, check accounts and set a payment. It's your knock on the door you just declared open. Evidence log 7, small signs beat 1 big miracle. Each night, jot 3 lines. When did I speak the line today? 1 small sign reply, idea not ease. Tomorrow's next step. After a week, pieces begin to click, right info, right people, right timing. A strong Shinn image. Jericho's walls. They didn't argue the walls down. They sounded a spiritual shout. Each time you say, "The walls of lack and delay now crumble away." You're sounding that shout, announcing a higher reality. As the inner wall loosens, outer walls follow replies, openings, offsets arrive naturally. To build stamina, carry a 30-day set of 3 lines, time money people, and read them morning, midday, evening, 60-90s each. Track the small stones that drop a timely idea, a stranger's help, a knot that loosens. Grace often walks softly before it runs. Micro-rescue kit for sharp turns. Rejection email, "I'm being redirected to a better harbor." Hand to chest, slow breath. Surprise bill. "My cash flow moves in rhythm. Solutions are arriving." Soft smile at the bill. Conflict, "I choose respect and clarity." My words cool the room. Lower your tone. Can't sleep. My body knows how to rest. Mind sets down. Heart keeps gentle time. Count 4 to 4. Self-doubt, "I am enough right now." The next step is clear. Make it yours. The 5-word rule. Compose mantras short enough to remember, strong enough to feel. Build them like a song, I plus opening verb, choose/allow, stand, receive plus core quality, peace, call, clarity, freedom, respect, sufficiency plus protective frame, right timing, gentle under grace plus breath, rhythm, split by the breath, so words weave into the body. Examples: money, work, clean cash flow, right timing, right on time, doors open, relationships, I love, am loved at peace, health, my body clear, restoring, creativity, ideas fall like soft rain, self-worth, I am enough, steady, bright, read with the 4-beat inhale, 4-beat exhale cadence, community practice, template, promised land, 7, post 3 short lines in the comments, your wall, no time, self-doubt, late invoices, fear of rejection, grace in action, next 24 to 1 small step, tap and sign tap to watch this week, a reply, a payment, a chance meeting, or simple lightness in your chest. Our witness dissolves walls faster. Your story can be a small lamp for someone else. When enough bricks have fallen to reveal a path, keep the flow with a 3 to 5 minute daily ritual that imprints a new command: speak, feel, imagine, act, acknowledge. For mornings, pre-meeting resets, and evenings. From here, you're no longer at the wall. You're already on the path under grace. When your word has already set things in order, the door loosens on its hinges, but it truly opens only when your hand turns the knob. We don't panic and pound. We knock lightly in rhythm and step through under grace. I call this intuition-led action, small timely steps whispered from within after you've spoken your secret command. First, remember, intuition isn't loud. It doesn't shove you into a frenzy, it invites you to pause and listen. Intuition feels like a quiet harbor, shoulders dropping, deeper breath, a grounded. This feels right even before the mind has proof. Anxiety sounds urgent. Do it now or else, heart racing, shoulders clenched, stomach tight. Intuition pulls with peace. Anxiety pushes with fear. Let your body be the compass after your affirmation. If your exhale lengthens and a soft nudge appears, send that email, book that slot, tidy the desk, that's a green light. If your body contracts and your head spins up 10 worst-case plots, that's anxious fog. Wait a beat, repeat under grace, then choose the next step. The 4-part frame: exhale, ask, listen, step, exhale. Long, like rolling out a soft rug for the mind. Ask quietly, what small step, 3 to 10 minutes, moves me closer to the door that's already open? Listen a few seconds, don't manufacture an answer, then take just one small step. Hit send, upload the form, text a thank you jot, one idea. When it's done, pause, smile and whisper. The rest under grace. Ordinary on the surface, this is spiritually precise. You just partnered with law through a light, exact movement. Green, yellow, red. The traffic light test. After your affirmation, if your body warms and your mind clears with a lifted feeling and one small idea, green, If you feel neutral and no heaviness, not yet clear yellow, make a prep move tune. Your resume, read the role, description note, 3 questions. If your chest is tight, pulse pounding, thoughts spinning, red pause, breathe and say, under grace. Do 1 clearing action, tidy a drawer, take a short walk then return. We don't force the door, we wait for the knob to turn with a gentle click. Your 24-hour map, so guidance doesn't get swallowed by the day. Morning intuition watch after your affirmation, choose 1 3 10-minute step. Midday turntable before a key task. Take 30 seconds to breathe and ask, what's the right move in the next hour? Evening handover, write 3 short lines, what step you took, what sign you noticed, which door handle you'll grip tomorrow. 3 such touch points keep inner guidance from being drowned out by meetings, email, and notifications, and soon you'll catch the door's rhythm. Not passive-active without violence. Intuition-led action is not sitting on your hands. It's active in a non-forceful way. I do my part without stealing the part of divine wisdom. Your part is to speak right, listen closely, and walk steady small steps, not rushing as if faith were missing, and not stalling while waiting for a thunderclap of magic. Those humble 3 10-minute steps are the polite taps that spring the latch. 3 everyday keys, people, place, prep. People who already lives in your promised land. Send thanks, ask for 1 tip or request, a 10-minute call. Place, where does your body breathe deeper, a quiet cafe, a library, a clean corner of your desk. Go there. The right environment gives intuition a microphone. Prep, pre-pack, small kits, an email template, a 5-company list, a resume at 90%. When the signal comes, you don't prepare to prepare, you simply press send. Reduce friction. Oil the hinge. Early on you'll feel friction. Good friction shows where the hinge needs oil. If you're stuck on sitting down, shrink the step. Open the laptop. Book 5 minutes, type the first line. Stuck on sending, try a draft under grace. Send a good enough today draft, allow the better version tomorrow. Stuck waiting for replies. Open a grace mailbox while email. A is pending, knock on B, a professional group, a short course, an old colleague. Write doors interconnect. Don't jam the hallway over 1 handle. Some days intuition is quiet. Don't panic. Silence is an answer, too often an invitation to make space. Clear 1 drawer, fold the pile of clothes, delete 2 noisy apps, or walk 15 minutes with no headphones. You'll be surprised how silence speaks when you give it room. Somewhere around step 8 or under, a splash of sunlight, a feather-light idea arrives. Nod and take the smallest attached step. A few frames you can use plug and play. Before milestones, behold, I have set before thee the open door of destiny, nailed back. See the soft-lit corridor, the door permanently open. Then write 3 bullets, aim 1 example, 1 ask, and walk in steady. When stuck, the walls of lack and delay now crumble away, and I enter my promised land under grace. Then take 1 5 to 15-minute clearing move. The 60-second switch on packed days, 10s breathing, 10s divine order, 10s open door, 10s the walls, crumble away, 20s write 1 tiny step and do it, pocket cue to keep rhythm effortlessly. Carry a small key, each time your hand brushes it, whisper under grace, then ask, what's my 3 10-minute step right now? You can also set a gentle chime. Each ring equals 1 long exhale, 1 clean line, 1 small step. Consistency doesn't need to be heavy, it needs the right cues. A family practice. Run a weekly no-delay hour. Every Sunday, everyone does 1 postponed thing. Submit the form, clear, the draw, check the tuition, email. Set a 20-minute timer, celebrate with tea, a candle, and thanks. Delayed tasks are wall bricks. Every finished 20 minutes drops 1 brick. And as you leave the house, touch the doorknob and say softly, I'm expecting good surprises. You're training your attention filter to notice unusual doors. Community challenge, hat guided action, Out open door, / under grace. Comment. My 3 10-minute step in the next 24 hours is, and name your door, finances, career, relationships, health. Return later, with one small sign, a clearer feeling, a call, a lightness. If you see a comment with no reply, leave a blessing or a tip. We're learning to open doors not only for ourselves, but for one another. When you live this way, something subtle shifts. You're no longer grasping or dragging. You're precise. You stop chasing the door, you walk the right corridor, and the door wants to open for you. That's the poise of one who speaks the word and walks the step, guided, not jerked around. The natural destination of words' law. Action is demonstration, gentle confirmations that can be so small you might miss them, yet clear enough for your heart to know I'm on the right path. They don't explode like fireworks. They feel like the first cool morning of fall air, turning crisp sunlight at an angle, and you suddenly walking half a beat lighter, as if an unseen hand is helping. That week, Minna Viewer in Austin wrote to me. I said the affirmation morning and night. By day 3, there wasn't a single interview email, but something odd happened. I updated my resume in 12 minutes without feeling overwhelmed like before. I sent it to 2 places. On day 5, a friend I hadn't spoken to in 7 years texted his company, had an opening that matched the exact description I'd just read. Min said it wasn't a lightning miracle. The world just felt less slippery. I stopped pulling my own shirt back. That's a wall crumbling, not a wall exploding. Eliza in Seattle had avoided numbers for years. On Monday night of the challenge, she placed a hand on her heart and whispered, "The walls of lack and delay now crumble away." Then she opened her banking app just to look without judgment. An hour later, she split an overdue bill into 4 parts and set autopay. "I didn't get rich," she wrote, "but I slept better than I have in 3 months." The very next day, her manager thanked her for streamlining a process and asked if she'd like to pilot a raise-worthy project. When there's no resistance inside, there's no delay outside. Marcus, in New York, a designer, spoke his affirmation before sending a dream portfolio. 10 days, no reply. On day 11, he wrote, I added, under grace, a little longer than usual. I realized I was demanding either they respond or I'm a failure. So I loosened. That afternoon, he sent a thank you email to an old professor, no agenda, just gratitude. 3 hours later, the professor introduced him to a creative director at a team that turned out to fit even better than the original studio. Sometimes the right door isn't in the hallway I'm staring at. When I say under grace, I take the right turn. Stories like these share the same music. The inside grows still, the outside keeps time. To help you notice when you've slipped into that rhythm, here are 7 tiny signs. If even one shows up, you're in a tailwind. Your exhale naturally lengthens right after you speak the affirmation. A task you've been avoiding suddenly feels startable in 3-10 minutes. You catch yourself tidying a desk corner, an old email, a lingering thought. A small idea pops up and feels immediately doable. A door doesn't open and you don't catastrophize. You return to your breath and another small step. A signal arrives, a text, an article, an opportunity from a friend of a friend. You feel supported, not manic, not drained, just steady. If you don't see any sign yet, don't stamp ineffective on the practice. Ask gently, am I clinging to a single door? Life has many beautiful paths for you. Under grace is your invitation to widen the map so the universe can choose the least friction route. Sometimes before a door opens, life asks you to set something down. An old resentment, a self-belittling habit, a need to control. Laying it down doesn't weaken you. It simply means you're not dragging a boulder into the promised land. Turn the journey into an evidence journal, the kind that strengthens faith day by day. Try my 3-line evening template. When did I say the affirmation today? What small sign did I notice? What 3 10-minute step will I take tomorrow? 7 pages like this record more than results. They record the quality of your inner weather. calmer, clearer, kinder, and that quality becomes the field that attracts the next door. One important note: don't turn your affirmation into a test. The point isn't to pass 7 days, it's a ritual for tuning your frequency. If you miss a day, simply return, hand on heart, whisper, "I begin again under grace." In divine order, there's no such thing as too late. There is only your right rhythm. 2 more puzzle pieces. One about relationships, one about health, because many walls of delay hide in places we don't expect. Relationships. Hannah had long avoided a candid money talk with her spouse. She affirmed all week, but the conversation didn't appear. On Saturday night, she journaled, "If the right door is gentle honesty, please send me a sign." Sunday morning, she found an article about a 20-minute couple's budget date. She printed it and asked, "Want to try this tonight?" They sat by the stove, set a 20-minute timer, and each shared 3 things: gratitudes, worries, desires. They didn't solve every equation, but they opened a door. The door of allies. Next steps suddenly felt obvious. Book a financial coach, split savings buckets, set spending agreements. Walls crumble when the words are right and the steps are right. Health. Diego kept postponing a checkup out of shame about his weight. He whispered the affirmation each morning while tying his shoes. His 3 to 10-minute step was a 7-minute walk up and down the block. In week 2, he changed the step schedule, the appointment. In the waiting room, he wrote, "I repeated, under grace, like a light blanket." Results were normal. The doctor gave him a 30-day plan. Diego didn't drop 20 pounds overnight, but he made friends with his body again. When you stop delaying, health arrives on time. See the pattern. Words lay the foundation, intuition whispers. A small step opens the door and a sign confirms. Live like this, and even a no becomes an invitation to turn toward a door that's truer, steadier, and kinder. What looked late becomes right on time. Community invitation, let's make the comments, our shared open door diary. Post. The area you're opening, say finances/career, relationships, health, and other. One small demonstration from the last 7 days, a calmer feeling, a reply email, a habit you finally began. The 3 10-minute step you'll take in the next 24 hours. Add #OpenDoorDiaries, #undergrace, #promised-land, so we can find one another. And if you see a comment with no reply, leave a blessing or a tiny tip you've used. When we speak right words to one another, doors open faster. Grace loves to flow through community. Take one kind breath with me, hand to heart, and let's say, as a farewell to old delays. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away. I enter my promised land under grace. You've just framed our whole journey. You named the inner wall, learned the law of the word, set the right command, followed intuition, and logged your evidence. When words change, the law within you shifts. When the law shifts, walls fall quietly but surely, and the door meant for you opens in the gentlest, right-on-time way. From this moment, live on time with destiny, in a simple human rhythm. Speak right, breathe right, take one right small step. Each morning before you touch your phone, read the line 3 times. Midday, read it before any important task. At night, read once to hand the day over. After each reading, do a 3 to 10-minute action, hit send, book. The slot, make a 10-minute call, clear one drawer. Words lay the track. Your feet roll the wheels. The rest happens under grace. If you carry only one quality from today, carry the trio: peace, clarity, generosity of spirit. That frequency calls the right doors to you. And when the door opens, you realize you're not grabbing the future. You're stepping into it like someone who's held the key for years. Let's turn the comments into our shared open door journal. Post 3 lines. 1. The door you're opening. Money, career, relationship, health, other. 2. 1 3 to 10-minute action you'll take within 24 hours. And 3. 1 small sign you promise to notice this week. Add the hashtags #OpenDoorDiaries, #undergrace, #promised land so we can find each other and reply to at least one person. Your words may be the key they needed. Here's a 60-second add-on ritual you can do right after this video. Stand tall, breathe 4, hold 2, exhale 6. Speak your affirmation once on the out-breath. Place your hand on the nearest door handle and turn it gently as a symbol I'm ready to step through. Invite yourself into a 7-day mini challenge. Each night, write 3 handoff lines when I read today's small sign, tomorrow's 3 10-minute step. Anchor it with the 4T formula. Body timing. Frequency order in one memory line. I speak in a calm body at the right time with a declaring frequency in divine order. And when doubt rises, use the 3B rule. Be calm, be with self, bless, and hand over. So you leave with a compact toolkit that still has real power. Next step in the Open Door of Destiny series, we'll anchor frequency through daily language habits, discern intuition from anxiety, and design a 24-hour map so opportunities arrive right on schedule. See you there while old walls keep crumbling like sand, and the soft click of opening doors becomes the soundtrack of your days. Under grace. If this video touched you, subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss what's next in the Your Word is Your Wand series. Each week we'll practice more deeply, from rewriting your money and value story to healing relationships through words spoken under grace. If you'd like a 5-minute audio guide to breathe and speak the 3 phrases, comment the keyword poise so the team knows to send it. Want a simple 7-day framework to make this real morning's install divine order? Before milestones open the door of destiny. When you feel stuck, let the walls fall lightly. Evenings log 3 small clicks. No perfection needed, just consistency and kindness with yourself. For extra depth, add a nightly ceiling trio, 1 specific gratitude to someone who helped, 1 boundary you'll hold tomorrow, and 1 affirmation you'll read with your body. Soft brow relaxed, shoulders long, exhale. Keep an open door card in your wallet. When unsure, touch it and ask, if the right door is open and cannot close, what would I choose in the next 5 minutes? Before you go, read softly with me as if pressing light into your day. Divine order is now established. Open door of destiny, nailed back. The walls of lack and delay now crumble away. I walk under grace. Your word is your wand, use it gently and steadily. 1 last image to carry, you've set down the rope. The gate before you is swinging wide, and you are already stepping through light assured and quietly carried.